And that's not all. Drywall Screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center Outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Buffett. Save the Manatee Club has helped to protect imperiled manatees and their aquatic habitat for decades. But there's still more work to be done. Threats from cold weather, red tides, pollution, and boat collisions continue to take their toll on the manatee. So let's work together to safeguard the manatees and the places they call home. Be the friend they need. Visit SaveTheManatee.org. Thank you.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Monday, as of about 45 minutes ago, there was a bad accident still in the middle of the road at Highway 27, traveling eastbound, right at the intersection of 60th and Highway 27. As of about 45 minutes ago, there were still cars in the roadway. They had not been removed yet. The investigation and accident was going on, and it was backed up all the way to 80th. So I'm pretty sure that's probably still a congested area, probably working itself clear now or in the next few minutes. If anybody has an update with that, 622-9622 is the number to call. I saw this story, and it took me back to a day in July. But this happened this weekend. A 39-year-old Reddick woman, she was killed in a hit-and-run crash. Happened in northwest Marion County, according to Highway Patrol. She was found in the northbound lane of County Road 25A, just north of Northwest 155th Street. The vehicle involved in the accident, in the accident which caused her death, left the scene without any information or contacting law enforcement. They don't even know when this happened. They say it happened at or before 2:30 a.m. The victim was pronounced dead on the scene by Marion County Fire Rescue. Florida Highway Patrol says the investigation of this case is active. Anyone with information about the crash or the vehicle can call Corporal Justin Bard at 352-512-6643. Or as always, you can remain anonymous by calling Crime Stoppers 368-7867 or go to OcalaCrimeStoppers.com. But, female pedestrian, 39 years young, killed by a hit-and-run driver. And look, some of these places out there, especially that area out there, it's dark. So when you hit something, stop. You don't know whether it's an animal, whether it's human. The only thing I can figure is the person who did this must have been under the influence or something like that and knew they were going to jail. Why else would you leave the scene of where you hit somebody or you hit an animal? It reminds me of the accident that happened in July where the skateboarder was killed. I can't remember her name, and I apologize to her family for not remembering her name. But she was senselessly killed on 25th Avenue, literally just before you get to 326. North 25th Avenue, just before you get to 326. Literally half mile from my house. And there's a memorial built for it and everything now. And a car struck her 9 o'clock at night, 8:30 at night, struck her, killed her, and drove off. What possesses a person to do that? I just don't, and I know, I guess maybe if you're under the influence of drugs or you're under the influence of alcohol, you know you're going to get a vehicular homicide if they can prove your DUI or something. I mean, you're going to get a vehicular homicide anyway, probably, but unless they deemed that there was nothing you could do and the circumstances proved that it was just a tragic accident. But why would you leave the scene of an accident where a person was hit and killed or a person was struck, even if you don't know they're dead? You stop. You caused the accident. You stop. And this happens a lot in Ocala where pedestrians get struck by vehicles. I know sometimes, like Saturday, I was surprised that a woman almost got struck in traffic. She was a homeless woman that was walking up and down the median with her sign out, and she walked into traffic across 2 lanes to try to get some money, and then the lane started moving. She stuck out there in the middle of the road. That's a dangerous situation. Luckily, people stopped and let her get back across the road, but she put herself in harm's way there. The skateboarder, I know, was skating down the middle of the road in the pitch black, and it is pitch black where she was killed. But if you hit somebody or you hit something, don't you stop and check to see what happened? Don't, as a human being, you say, well, let me see if I can render any aid. I just can't grasp the fact that, and I know, I guess if you're intoxicated or something, you're not making rational decisions. You immediately think of your life being over, but you just took somebody's life. I just don't understand the mentality of driving off from accidents, especially where pedestrians are involved. Or motorcycles. I see people drive off from motorcycle accidents all the time, and I'm like, you ran somebody over. You caused them to crash their motorcycle. Do the stand-up. That's the problem. You're supposed to do the stand-up thing, and nobody does that anymore. This lady was killed in Reddick. Reddick woman was killed over the weekend by a hit-and-run driver. Found laying in the northbound lane of County Road 225A. If you hit her, you hit her. It's not something you didn't know. You can't just hit a human or hit an animal or something, a big animal the size of a human, and not know you didn't hit something. Where are we at as a society that people will just say, I ran somebody over. I better protect myself and get home so nobody knows it was me. And how do you get your car fixed after that? Because everybody's looking, the Florida Highway Patrol probably has, make and model the car. You never know. They're very good at finding little pieces of car that are left and identifying cars from just very small pieces. Like the girl that was killed on the skateboard in July, they know it was a later model dark Hyundai because of stuff that was left at the scene. I'm sure the Florida Highway Patrol found some stuff left at this scene. If you strike somebody hard enough to kill them, chances are you're going to leave some of your car where this happened, or truck where this happened. Don't be a coward. That's what these people are that just drive off, cowards. And now a lady's dead. A coward hit her, ran off, didn't leave any information, nothing, just left the scene. And a lady's dead. Who knows? They'd have offered first aid right then, the lady may not have died. You never know. They didn't say in this story whether the crash was fatal or whether not getting medical aid in a timely manner was fatal. So if you have any information over this crash that happened in Reddick, give Corporal Justin Bard a call at 352-512-6643. Or as always, if you want to remain anonymous, you can reach out to Crime Stoppers at 368-7867, or you can go to OcalaCrimeStoppers.com. That's in reference to a 39-year-old Reddick woman that was killed in an apparent hit-and-run crash in northwest Marion County near northwest 155th Street, found laying dead in the road at 25A. So reach out to Crime Stoppers if you have any information. And if you are the person that did it, turn yourself in. Do the right thing. Turn yourself in. We're going to take a break. Come back. More after this on Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
The Justice Department is reporting Special Counsel John Durham's investigation uncovered Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign paid for a technology company to infiltrate and spy illegally on Trump Tower servers and later the presidential White House servers. The current National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan was named as one of the architects of the false narrative that tied Trump to Russia. Hours after Canadian police removed protesters camped for nearly a week near the embassy